What is it about the exhale that's brought some change into your life?
I think for me, the exhale has given me the opportunity to pause and reflect. It's created a space for me in my everyday life, not just in breath work, but in everyday life, where I can pause and know that it's okay to pause and wait for the information that I need to come without rushing it.
I love that. I love that, what she's just said, because I think that is really underpins the whole philosophy behind the breath, which is the breath and the mind are connected. And really, once we get a handle on that, everybody in the world should take care of how they breathe, because if we could all manage the breath and, as Mary pointed out, take a greater pause, which we can do when we exhale for a little bit longer, we can pause the breath, we begin to pause the mind, and we've all got a little bit more time to think. So not only does it help the relationship with ourselves, right, it helps the relationships with each other. And maybe you can talk about how that's impacted on your relationship with others, Mary?
Yeah, absolutely. With my relationship and with friendships, that pause allows you time not to just jump in and react. It gives you time to think about what you really want to say, what's true to you, rather than just an instant response to something which might not necessarily be the right one. So in my relationship, me and my partner both practice breath work, and when we're practicing, often there's a noticeable difference in our relationship. We're much more in sync and in harmony with each other, and I've noticed that periods of times when we haven't been practicing breath work, it's just not as much so, and you're quicker to maybe like jump down each other's throat, or not take that step back and have a little bit more understanding.
Yeah. And so what you're saying really in summary is that the pause that we cultivate in the breath changes our behaviour, changes our responses, changes our reactions, changes the way in which we interact with each other, which is actually what inspired me to practice every day. Was it not only had an effect on my interactions with people, but I saw it change my own behaviour. And that really is, imagine if everybody in the world breathed in a more conscious way, that we all concentrated on how we were breathing, the managing the breath, the creating more space, the pause. And every time we breathed, we had time to think. Imagine the impact that would have on the entire world.
Amazing.